So I called up my fulfillment center, the people that take your orders and ship the stuff. And I said, so what are people saying? Tell me about feedback. What are the most common things that people are asking for or saying? And they said the number one thing that they're getting is people complaining about the price of the products and the price of the shipping. There is no human possible way that I could lower the prices even more than I already have. These are the best, most powerful products you can get. These are not cheap herbs that were sitting in a warehouse somewhere. I've scoured the earth for the best. A lot of this stuff I had to pay people to personally pick because you can't buy this stuff. A lot of these ingredients have to be hand picked. I have to pay people not just to pick them, but to wash them, to dry them, to powder them. Let's take pine needles, for example, which are in my vitamin C formula. I have to pay somebody $1,000 for every 100 pounds of pine needle powder because it's a lot of work. 1,000 pounds of freshly picked pine needles, when dried, becomes only 100 pounds of pine needle powder. So that's $1,000 a month for one ingredient out of 300. Then everything has to be tested. Every ingredient, every product must be regularly tested in a lab, both chemical and microbiological, not just for vitamins, minerals, calories, fats, carbs, soluble or insoluble fiber, vitamins, proteins, sodium, potassium, iron, ash, but contaminants, heavy metals, mold, yeast, TPCs, and purity. Here's some examples of what it costs to make individual tests for one product. Remember, there's over 20 products, which means tens of thousands of dollars of testing each year. That's just for the testing. Then there's the blending, mixing, encapsulating, bottling, labeling, bag printing, handling, logging, warehousing, temperature and humidity control cost, order taking, customer service, wrapping, packaging, boxing, order tracking, more customer service. All of this costs money, and it all adds up to much more than you would imagine. There's so many steps. This is the Rolls Royce of herbal products. I take this stuff myself. I got this for myself first because I wanted the best. I just wanted to see what would happen if I actually got the best materials and custom made this thing for myself. And I share it with you guys, at pretty much for whatever it cost me to make it. And then I also have to pay the fulfillment center people for taking the orders, for warehousing it, for shipping it, and stuff like that. So there isn't a lot of profit in this. There is no human way I can make it less than it already is. It's just the cost of having the best. That's what it is. And I want results. I want people to have results. I'm in it for results. As far as the shipping goes, I've got nothing to do with that. I can't, I do not determine the price of the shipping. What you pay for shipping is what it costs. The United States Postal Service and UPS and FedEx, they just have their rates. And a lot of this stuff is heavy. Like my book here, for example, this book is 2 pounds. Shipping something that's 2 pounds, this is heavy, and then my products are filled as high as possible. Unlike some, you open the bottle and it's only like a quarter full. Mine are like as full as the machine can make it. There's 3 times more stuff inside the bottles and the bags than a typical person would have. They just weigh a lot. When you order some stuff, it just weighs a lot and it costs a lot to ship it. Especially when it's to another country, like overseas, to Australia, New Zealand, Europe. I mean, it costs money to ship it halfway around the world. I'm sorry, I don't own the Postal Service. I can't lower those costs. And so if you want the best, that's my product. So you want something that works. And as far as the investment cost of something that improves your life, pay a little bit now or pay a lot later on when you need chemotherapy and radiation and dialysis. You know what? Be hooked up to a dialysis machine, what that costs. Have body parts removed because you didn't invest a little bit earlier on in your health. And if money is like such a big thing, if you're having money problems, then first of all, watch this video. You got to watch this video about investment, how the little things that you could be saving every day add up so you can have a lot of money down the road. Investments, it starts from the beginning. That's why you got to watch this. And read my book, The Prosperity Secret. It tells you about how to make money. It tells you about how to be successful, how to get out of the rut you're in. And then also read my pocketbook, Instructions for a New Life. A lot of the reason people are having the problems they have is because they think a certain way and they live life a certain way, and they also believe what society's told them. Rich people are bad, and you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. A lot of this, it's just programming that you have to change, that is holding you back. You need to stop thinking certain ways and think different ways to let things flow into your life a little bit better. You're not here to just survive. You are here to thrive, to do something, to be worth something to the world. And the more you are worth something to the world, the more the world is going to pay you back. And I tell you how to do that with my book, Instructions for a New Life. It's just a little pocket book. I make $1 on it. It's not like that's even a profit. It costs money to print the book. It costs money to store it and ship it. And then there's the Prosperity Secret. I'm giving you everything you need to improve your life, your financial situation, your relationship situation, and your health situation. So you can be freer to live the life that you deserve. But it takes an investment. It takes a little bit of an investment up front to get there. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in the things that you're doing, and only choose the good things. Choose the right things. Invest your time and your money in the things that actually help you in your life. And I try to give you that. But those things cost a little bit. Investments cost money, and be smart with your money. That's what I'm trying to do, to show you how to be smart with your time and your money and your thoughts and your investments and in your health. I pretty much give it to you at cost. I mean, I believe that if I help people, the world's going to help me back. And I'm making enough money on my other stuff, my investments and things. So I really, the health stuff I'm doing because it saved my life. I was really in bad shape with my health, and it took me 30 years to figure it out, 40 years ultimately. And I share it with you. And the things that I created for myself that make that work, I'm offering it to you. What I found helps clean the liver and the kidney and the colons, the protein formula, the greens. I take the greens every day. I'm 57 years old. I'm doing something right. I figured out what helps things work, and whatever I figured out works for me, I'm offering it to you too. It took a lot of effort to make this stuff, and I'm trying to, be realistic in how I share it with you. It makes me sad when people say the products are too expensive and the shipping is too expensive. I pushed it to the level that I could as far as making it as affordable as possible. But again, it is the best of the best. It is what it is. I mean, you can't go to a Ferrari dealership and buy a cheap Ferrari. It just doesn't work that way. You want the best, you got to, but it pays off. You got to do your effort too. I mean, you can't just take my products and think you're going to be this miracle person. You got to start eating right. You got to start doing your effort and cleaning up your life also. My stuff is supplemental to what your efforts are. You can't just continue eating pizza and beer and think my products are going to make you better. You got to do your bit too. But I'm giving you the bits that fill in the gaps that make that possible. So if there's any other things that as far as the, some people are complaining that the people at the fulfillment center are not getting back to you fast enough. It takes 3 days, 4 days, or whatever for them to get back to you with emails or phone. They're getting thousands of emails a day, and there's only a few people working there. I feel kind of torn here because for them to be able to answer you quicker, they have to hire more people. If they have to hire more people, that costs more money, a lot more money. It means the prices are going to go up. Now you're going to complain even more about the prices. So it's like a fine balance. Are you willing to wait a day or two for them to get back to you because that's going to save you money on the price of the products? I'm sorry. I mean, it's like a balance. I'm trying to keep it affordable for you in a realistic way. I don't know how else I could, I'm open to feedback, suggestions. I personally don't have anything to do with the shipping or any of that. That's them. So don't email me saying, where's my package? Because I don't know. They're in another state. They have a whole nother computer system that tracks all that stuff. I have no idea what's going on with people's packages or anything. So again, let me know if there's anything overall that I should know about. I'll try to do something about it. But, as far as making it more affordable, I've kind of gone through everything with a fine-tooth comb. I sit down with a mixing facility to try to figure out, is there any way we could just get a little bit more? If there's a way to make one ingredient that much better, that much more powerful, I'm going to do that. That's more important to me than saving a penny or two. I want to make that ingredient the best it can be. So just know where I'm coming from. My priority is to give every single ingredient in every single product. I want the best of the best of the best. And that's it. That's my priority. If you don't like that, if that's just too much for you to handle, and you think that that's not worth the investment versus something else, that's you're free to do that. That's your thing. But I'm here to offer you the best. If you're serious about your health and you want to fill in the gaps of what's missing, in your diet, I'm trying to give you that. And that's what I'm here for. So if you're serious, I'm here. If you want to be funny and goofy, I'm here for that too. I try to be goofy when I can. That's my thing. So anyway, that's my thing for today. I hope you feel, please feel assured that I'm here I'm on your side. I'm here to give you the best. And I hope you see that, and I hope from all the comments and all these people are leaving and their experience with everything, I hope you feel very reassured that you are getting the best. And that's what I'm here for, is to help you. And I'm giving you all these free YouTube videos and all this information. All the information that's in my books, I'm giving to you for free also through these videos. So of course, you'd have to watch 5,000 videos in order to put the pieces together. But anyway, so there you go. That's my thing for today. I'm here to help you. Please do the right thing. I'm on your side. I'll see you in the next video. The Healthy Life.